question. Are you ready to hear from one of the most extraordinary and powerful women? Well, I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you that this is going to be one of your greatest highlights of this amazing seminar experience, because this woman is quite phenomenal. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She is our number 2 sales director at this Pearl seminar. She is Independent Future Executive Senior Sales Director Amie Gamboian, and she accepted this Mary Kay opportunity in November of 1997. She debuted as a sales director 1 year later. And let me tell you some of her amazing attributes. She is a 5-time double star achiever and triple star achiever, and has appeared in the top 10 of her seminar 8 times. She has led her unit to the $1 million Circle of Excellence 3 times. Her highest year has been this year. It was $1,150,000 Circle. Our incredible Amie has been the top 10 sales director nationwide for the 2nd time this year. She is in number 3, 3rd time runner-up in the Queen's Court in her unit sales for this seminar, and her highest monthly commission check has been over, for this month, $25,000. She has received the highest honor in Mary Kay when she was named an annual Miss Go Give winner in seminar of 2006. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you, of all the incredible things about this woman, she does not challenge me to be a better leader, but she causes me to want to be the greatest leader I can be, for the sake of her and for the sake of her phenomenal unit. And I'll tell you that Amie Gamboian truly causes all of us to want to be the greatest that we can be. That is one of the most brilliant things about her. I want you to welcome to our stage our number 2 sales director, number 3 in the nation. It is such an honor. Future Executive Senior Sales Director, Amie Gamboian.
Good morning, Pearl Seminar. I thank the Lord Jesus for his faithfulness in placing me here with you today, and to my incredible unit of champion women who ran full out this year, broke all records, and left everything on the track. You gals are total women of excellence, and I love doing life with you. I specifically want to thank brand new Offspring sales director who's on target for her Cadillac, Alyssa Martin, who debuted earlier in the year, and brand new senior Cadillac sales director, Angela Snyder, who debuted at the midpoint of the year, and Annie McConaughey, who's 2 orders away from being our next Offspring sales director. Congratulations. I cherish and am grateful for the undying support of my incredible godly husband, Pete, who is celebrating his birthday today. Yes, you guessed it, he's 29 again. And I am so humbled to be a leader in the Jan Harris family of directors. And so proud, blessed beyond measure, to be a personal friend of Stacey James and to have had her be my mentor in business and mentor in life. I'm so grateful to Mike Strong from Pearl Sales Development. Mike, you're one of the greatest things that's ever happened to my Mary Kay business, and to our consultants. And congratulations to Cindy, Beth, Kim, and your incredible units on your victories this year. I'd like to begin today by sharing with you a little bit about myself. I'm a fourth-generation business owner who grew up in a small town in South Dakota. When I was 3, my parents divorced, and for the next 15 years while I lived at home, things were very difficult. But both of my parents shared with me that I could do anything, be anything, and have anything that I wanted to be, do, and have. While I was growing up in that small town in South Dakota, I witnessed Mary Kay for the first time as a pink Cadillac zoomed past our car, and my mom took my hand in hers and said, "That is the sign of a very successful businesswoman." That Cadillac was driven by National Sales Director Diane Underwood. In college, I was fully introduced to both the product and the opportunity by 2 different consultants, and I thought highly of both the product and the opportunity and of those consultants. A seed was planted in my mind about this opportunity at that time, and truly a stirring in my heart began. When I stepped out of college and began my first real job at the University of Nebraska, the Lord chose that time as His perfect timing to bring this into my life. You see, it was at that time in my life when I truly began to realize that the typical professional world for women was not what I thought it would be. And at the same time, the student loan payments began to be due, and I could not fit them into my very tight paycheck-to-paycheck budget. I decided then to become an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay. Since childhood, I had dreamed of being the woman who would have it all. How many of you have had that same dream? I wanted to have a baby in one arm and a briefcase in the other, having the chance to be both a mom and a professional. And I saw Mary Kay as a ticket to freedom and choice, away from politics, game playing, limited income, and a lack of choices. So I signed up with my recruiter, director, and Mary Kay angel, Melissa Yendrick. Opening that starter kit, and I pray I never forget the feeling that washed over me of hope and possibilities, changed my life in one moment that followed that decision. I knew I had stepped into the pink, sparkly land of abundance. I am so grateful to the Lord and Mary Kay for giving me the wonderful life that Pete and I live today with our 2 sweet girls. Victoria is 9 now, and Juliana is 3. I assure you that life is quite normal at our house. Daily, we settle far too many arguments between our girls, help with homework and now intensive vision therapy for Victoria. We're constantly tripping over Juliana's Barbies and books in the hallway, running children to tennis, voice lessons, piano lessons, you name it, and you all know the story. One of our highlights of the year is Victoria's annual slumber party, where all the little girls who get invited get to come and dress up in my seminar gowns and wear the high heels and have the handbags and wear the jewelry, and we do all of the announcing and someone is crowned queen. I kind of like being the only Miss America mom in the moms group, but by the way, you'll never catch me on stage in a swimming suit. I am so grateful for the freedom to keep my faith first in life and in business. I appreciate the opportunity to work from home and design my work schedule around our life. I love getting to vacation when we want, where we want, and for how long or short we want. I respect those whom we do life with, knowing that they are a blessing to us by being godly people who live life on purpose. I'm thankful for the executive income and the financial freedom that it provides. And I welcome growth, learning, and tremendous challenges. All have been priceless gifts in my starter kit. They're in yours too. The list could go on and on with how grateful and filled my heart is to be a leader in this most phenomenal company. But today I ask you, what sets us apart in our world when others flounder and we continue to soar? Our incredible founder, Mary Kay Ash, created a champion culture so powerful and tremendously foundationally strong that we continue to thrive today, 48 years later. How did she do it? Could it be the clarity, the vision, and the belief in action that Mary Kay Ash had that separate us from the rest? I believe that it is. A few months ago, as Pete and I were vacationing in Florida for a long weekend, I scanned the airport bookstore shelves looking for the latest leadership phenomenon book. And I chose instead to pull out my tattered, highlighted, pages folded over, paragraphs starred copy of this book. As I reread Mary Kay's story for the umpteenth time, I was once again convicted that everything we need to know to be successful in this business has already been taught to us, and we have the resources to dig into that information. It is just a matter of if we choose to implement it. This year, as you begin your year with dreams in your heart, I encourage you to pick up Mary Kay Ash's book for the first time or once again to learn from our incredible founder. You see, I didn't have the opportunity to meet Mary Kay Ash personally, nor do I stand before you today as an expert of anything. Rather, I'm just a student of the life that the Lord has given me, leadership, and our founder's mission. But let me assure you that I have been overwhelmed. I have been stuck. I have been floundered and frustrated in my career, and I have certainly missed more goals than I have reached. But my fervent passion to carry on Mary Kay's mission and torch to others keeps me going strong 13 years later. Today, I want us to consider quickly the importance of 3 key things that Mary Kay Ash modeled for us, and how following those will help us to be more successful in life and in business. First of all, she had clarity. Mary Kay Ash knew who she was, what she stood for, and what kind of company she was creating. She knew the importance of God first, family second, and career third, and that women would not want to compromise that value system just to have a successful career. She knew that stellar image would set us apart and would attract success to us. In our world today, are you not so glad that we stand heads above the rest? She realized that enthusiasm is a key component of any great venture. She stood for unlimited possibilities, knowing that achievers seek environments where they can grow, reach new heights, and continue to soar. What could happen for you this year if you stopped playing the deadly comparison game and really pressed in with clarity to whom God has created you to be and the mission that He has specifically called you to? Number 2, Mary Kay Ash had vision. She dreamed big. She was not willing to shrink back when more than a few people laughed at her, gave her unsolicited advice, and said she'd never make it. Her example reminds us that thinking small and being small never serves anyone. Have you allowed someone else's lack of belief to cast gray clouds over your pink playground? Have you given in to the negative Nellies who say it can't be done, allowing someone else's toxic thoughts to contaminate your life? This year, I encourage you to expand your vision. Dream bigger. The greatest thing about Mary Kay's vision was that it was so big, it involved all of us, even before many of us were born. She wasn't out to set the world on fire herself. She sought after women who thought the same way that she did, wanted more for their lives, and were willing to serve others to get it. And now we have the opportunity to pass that torch as a mighty force, international, women who are committed to progress and moving forward. How many times do we hold ourselves back based on our own insecurities, deadly doubts, or small thinking and low expectations, only to forget that we're shortchanging ourselves and other people in the process? Think about your family. Think about how much they can benefit because you not only have a dream, but you have the courage to pursue it. In the movie Secretariat, we hear these powerful words about running your race. This is not about going back. This is about life being ahead of you, and you run at it. You never know how far you can run unless you run. Number 3, Mary Kay Ash built this company on simple yet profound principles. Her equation was belief plus activity equals results. I am so grateful that she created a simple business with simple skills that we can develop by practicing them over and over. And that when you do the simple things like booking, coaching, selling, and team building, you can go anywhere in Mary Kay. Don't you love it that the rules never change in this business? Our number 1 national sales director in our company, Barbara Sundin, has always said it this way: success in Mary Kay is always in direct correlation to the number of appointments you are holding. Mary Kay said, there are 2 kinds of people in this world, those who think they can and those who think they can't, and both are right. Which one are you choosing to be? No matter how technologically advanced we get, ladies, we can never forget the basics of this business. mastering the art of showing and telling by joyfully doing a power start every single month. Whatever your goal, red jacket, DIQ, earning your free car, becoming an independent sales director, onward and upward, seeing people and being in front of them is the key to success in our business. There are no shortcuts. Anything worth having is worth working for. Get out of the starting gates quickly this year. Many a race is won at the starting gate. Begin each month with a book 10 victory by having at least 10 selling appointments on the books by the 5th, so procrastination will have no hold on you. Working will win when wishing won't. It's often when we do the work, when we most do not want to, that the Lord will arrive with the greatest blessings and greatest miracles. Suit up and show up. I know that I'm preaching to the choir because you've done exactly that by coming to seminar, but grab your team members and have them do the same. Vow today that you will not miss your weekly success event. It is the most important Mary Kay function, gathering moment of your week. In the book of Thessalonians, we are reminded that we must continue to gather together and encourage one another. No matter how advanced technology gets, there is nothing like the power of the gathering. Would you agree? And lastly, even though we are so blessed in this company with diamonds and cars, baubles and bling, when the race is finished, remember that it's not what you have that matters most. It's who you become in the process. The theme song in the movie Secretariat says it this way: it's never the glory, it's never the score. It's not about seeing who's less and who's more. Because when you find out how fast and how far, you'll know it's not how much you have, it's who you are. As I leave the stage today, I thank Mary Kay for her clarity, her vision, and her belief in action. But mostly, I thank her for being the steward of the dream that God gave her in her heart, and for having the integrity and the character that she chose to live her life with and build this company on that we all are so blessed by. We each have the privilege and the honor to be a part of her timeless and priceless legacy, and to pass this phenomenal opportunity on to as many women as we can. May you choose to do so this year with unwavering and relentless commitment, and may you be blessed with victory beyond your wildest imaginations. God bless.